Dun 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 dun. Robots, violence, and James Cameron. I can't think of a better combination.
Get down.
Sweaty Pedo and Part back with another video. Thanks to everybody who watched my last video reviewing the classic film Alien from 1979. This week on Why Did My Dad Show Me This, I'm going to be diving into the badass 90s sequel Terminator 2 Judgment Day, directed by James Underwater Cameron. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and why not check out the Instagram at Canceling Culture while you're at it, and the podcast, the Shogcast, available on YouTube and Spotify. And as usual, we'll kill the family dog. Following the huge success of The Terminator, James Cameron's gritty horror action masterpiece from 1984, bringing in a whopping $78.4 million against its $6.4 million budget. So obviously the studio was hungry and horny for whatever he had to offer. How did he top the first one? Arnold Schwarzenegger was now an established leading man in Hollywood and was enthusiastic about doing a sequel, expressing more interest than the man himself, James Cameron, who considered the original a complete story. So it ended up getting delayed till 1989, partly because of James Cameron's commitment to other projects such as Alien and The Abyss, but also due to the dispute over the rights of the Terminator franchise, with rights holders Himdale Film Corporation. So apparently Himdale co-founder John Daly went against James Cameron's wishes and attempted to change the ending of the original Terminator, nearly resulting in a physical alteration between the two. A sequel couldn't be made without Himdale's approval, as James Cameron had surrendered 50% of his rights to the company to get Terminator made. By 1990, Himdale was being sued by Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the special effects artist Stan Winston for unpaid profits for the Terminator. Schwarzenegger was aware that he was experiencing financial difficulties and went to the independent film studio Carolco Pictures, who Arnie had recently worked with on the sci-fi flick and awesome fucking movie Total Recall in 1990. Arnie somehow convinced them to purchase the rights for the Terminator from Himdale. So they did. I don't know who that man sucked up, but he's clearly a man of magic. According to Carolco Pictures owner Mario Kaskar, it was one of the most difficult deals that his studio had ever dealt with, ending with a $10 million deal for Hemdale's 50%. That's a lot of coin. Cameron was only given 6 to 7 weeks to finish the sequel script, collaborating with the Terminator co-writer William Wisher in March 1990. When it came to casting, Arnie was obviously going to come back, and with interest of exploring more about the character outside being a fearless robotic murderer, and completely justified with a $12 to $15 million paycheck. Cameron refused to recast Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor because he wanted to fuck her because he ended up getting married. That's an abuse of power, Mr. Cameron. Naughty, naughty. Also, only giving her shocking $1 million for the role, which is mad because she gets ripped for this, and she went on some mad keto diet for it. She was working out like 6 days a week. So Robert Patrick, who plays the T-1000, was actually living out of his car at the time of the audition. Cameron was looking for a contrast to Arnie, someone who looked like a newly recruited cop. Comparing the T-800 to a human Panzer tank and the T-1000 to a Porsche, you can see where the casting contrast comes from. Pop singer Billy Idol was actually originally cast, but due to a car accident injuring his leg, he was unable to do so. In 2021, Cameron actually said Idol wouldn't have actually been very good, he just had an interesting aesthetic. Edward Furlong was chosen among hundreds of others. He was actually made to take lessons in Spanish, gun repairs, how to ride a motorcycle, and of course notably, acting lessons. Now, Edward Furlong really does do his best, but he is the worst part of the movie. Credit to him, it isn't his fault, and this fame did fuck him up, and now I think he's a heroin addict, so it's pretty messed up. But he does a pretty good job. I know it's a sequel, and they end up adding a young kid like they always do, and they end up being annoying, but he's alright. So with all the production underway, 10 months and $15 million was allocated to special effects for Terminator 2, with a pretty big $5 million going to the T-1000 alone, taking 35 ILM employees to bring this awesome villain to life, and it was so fucking worth it. It is beautiful. Robert Patrick also deserves top listing for doing such a memorable performance. While watching this film for the video, I was reminded how bloody timeless the CGI for the T-1000 is. The lighting on the liquid metal form in scenes such as the steel mill at the end is far better than any of the crap coming out today. Lucasfilm's ILM did most of the CGI, while iconic Stan Winston Studios did the prosthetics and animatronics. Two pretty bloody legendary visual effects artists. Terminator 2 was released on July 3rd, 1991 in the US with a budget of about $100 million, made $520 million, which is a pretty decent return for a film in 1991. Fans loved it, critics loved it, somehow beating everyone's expectations for not only Terminator films, but sequels after. This is how you do a sequel. The emotion and the sense of eluding doom and all the computer uprising and everyone's gonna die and you're there with the characters for the developments and the revelations, and Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor is just brilliant, bringing strength and emotion unlike others in this movie. Cameron clearly took notes on how to make an interesting, powerful female lead during Aliens. Right, well that's it, yeah, 10 out of 10. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Why not give the other videos on this channel a go? Trying to make more of these now, but who knows. Anyway, adios.